All right, I'm at the granddaddy of them all, Buster's in Memphis. I think it's probably one of the largest. They've got broke into a couple days ago. We've had a rash of those, so let's check out Buster's and see what they're all about. I imagine it's going to be awesome. Well, as they like to do in these stores, music was blaring, so I really couldn't. I talked over a lot of this, so I'll try to remember what I said in here. But this is Buster's on Highland in Memphis, and it's basically an institution. Been around forever. I've been going there even before I was legal. Uh, Fantastic Scotch layout here. It's not close to me. I have to kind of drive a little bit. I actually happened to be off work today, and I thought, I hadn't been over there in a while. I will kind of pop in and see. Just a fantastic selection of Scotch. Probably, I've been talking about other people having a big selection, but they have those half shelves, and it's kind of hard to sit there and do it. And they were super busy. There was a million people. I kept having to kind of stop and start, so the video is kind of all over the place. But great prices, super friendly in there. Everybody wasn't as knowledgeable on the Scotch as I'd like, but I think there's Scotch people that I hadn't gotten. I had started over here on this other side, and I was like, oh, okay, here's the doers. They got the stuff. There's my finger. Apologize for that. And I rounded the corner, and there it is, something I have never seen ever. They've got more Macallans here than I've ever seen, other than at a specialty bar. They got the 18, the 15. They got the special cast, the rare cast, the estate. I kind of breezed over it because I knew I'd sit there and spend all day just staring at it. I actually just put a short up a little while ago, just to kind of say, just to show. But really a great selection. I'm definitely going to come back. I've got to come back on a Saturday morning, and try to get in there, or try to get there right as they open, and just kind of do some of the different stuff. But yeah, just really a fantastic a selection and a good variety of all the different scotches. They're not all peaty, so of course there's they got every kind of Johnny Walker you can imagine there. But yeah, I'm just going to kind of have to sit here and talk because the editing software I have, I'm not an expert at yet. So that Glenlivet, the La Santa, I kind of blew over that. That's probably one of the next Scotch bottles I buy if I don't get the Belvini 12. They were really pushing the 14 at another store, so I may get that too. So these shelves are a little bit bare. I think, like, it's kind of the not overstock, but kind of some of that. There's some of that the famous grouse that's delicious and a good mixer. And there's some of the Glenlivets right there. All the end caps, you never see end caps of Scotch, so that's pretty amazing on that. So that's fun. The Glenmore, that's the La Santa down there. Probably gonna get that next time, and then kind of did a real quick pass over the Irish whiskeys. I've not drank much of that recently. I've got a friend that's been giving me some grief about drinking Scotch and bourbon, so I may have to fold some Irish whiskey into what we've got here. Just excellent choice. On the other side of there was some other whiskeys. This is all the Woodford Reserve. The Japanese stuff is on the other side, but I could never get over there. That chicken was very expensive. And there's all the Old Foresters. And then they have that redwood. They've got one of those. They've got the kind of that red label one. I'll show that later on. I'm kind of just trying to get through. Like, it was so crowded. I mean, you can't really see because I've done it. Was trying to stick close to the shelves, but like, people were pushing buggies in. It was getting ready for the weekend, and hopefully I went slow enough and it's clear enough that you can see it. And a lady walked up and she asked the guy, there's that rye cigar blend. I almost got that. And the owl. Lady walked up and asked this guy, goes, do you have any Weller? And he came back with the Weller Reserve, and I would have gotten it. I just hadn't seen it. I've heard so much about it. And he goes, that was the last one we had. This is when your camera does auto tracking when someone walks up behind you and almost pushes you. You kind of see them push me with their cart. They weren't happy that I was recording. So, yeah, if there's anything in here that I missed, you let me know. I did pick up a few things here, and when I get to them, I will show them. camera work could be better. I have an actual camera instead of my phone. I really had not planned to shoot any video here. I was just really impressed with all the Macallans and just the general selection. They didn't have any true super unicorns except for one, and I think I got what most people consider a unicorn right now. It's about to come up right now. Yep, there. And there it is. So got all of these, the Lucky Sevens. Every video I've done, and there's been a Lucky Seven. 3 or 4 people have hollered at me to get it, so I finally went ahead and pulled the trigger on it. I don't think my wife's going to be too happy about that, but maybe she won't watch my video. This is where I was over here by here, and a lady was walking by, and she asked him and asked for the Weller, and he got the only one. She got the only one. So I know some people got 10 bottles of that, and that's a guy that did not appreciate me filming, so I may try to blur him out. He may be wanted by the law. So there's Wild Turkey, and just no Russell's 13. No surprise there. A lot of Penelope. I was kind of hoping it was like maybe one of the higher Knob Creeks would be up there, but I didn't get a chance to see that. They didn't have they had some of the Elijah Craig. I think I was kind of looking for one of those toasted barrels, and I didn't see one there. So, also, this is the first time I've done a voiceover on this app, so if it's my voice is terrible, let me know that the audio is not great. If you'd rather just have music playing instead of having me talk about trying from memory of what we've got. As always, I kind of breeze through all the Jack Daniels flavored stuff. This is the old Dominic and the whole station and Blue Note. That's all done in Memphis. And did not. I think there's another place where that's all kind of featured. I think I do kind of go up there and maybe give a little bit closer look to it. If not, I'll do that in a second when I'm walking around. All right. Another quick pass. I mean, a lot of bourbon here. They really did a good job of all the bourbons. I had a video yesterday that I put up, and half of it didn't show up for some people, so I don't know what that's about. I may have to take that video down and try to re-edit it. There's all the Basil Hayden, Jim Beam and such. So there's Jefferson and Fireball and Elvis and the Larceny. So, but pretty good selection, at least I think. Kind of went through, and I was actually kind of almost walking out or getting my stuff together, and then they have all these individual barrels sitting out there that have the stock on it. So, like I said, anything in here I should have grabbed, I can always go back tomorrow if there's something that a super unicorn. I called Matt with Whiskey Wisdom and talked to him for a second. Or I was texting with him. I didn't call him, and he said, recommended that holiday, the Lucky 7 holiday, so I was like, all right, well, I better get it, because everyone's saying you got to get it. I remember someone talking about what's about to come up. I think it's the Remus, possibly, but I couldn't remember if it was positive or negative, so I just remember people were talking about it, so you have to let me know if that was I got to get a notepad and start going with me like a shopping list. And this is kind of their they had everything kind of specialty wagon. There's the smoke wagon, and they really like that the one with the butterfly on it. I think it's I can't remember what it's called, but they were really pushing that. It was kind of expensive. And then at the very bottom, I think that more of the holiday. They have plenty of it. They had cases of it. Everyone's like, I can't believe you got it. I mean, I could have bought 50 bottles of it. It was all down there. Kind of passing through here again, kind of getting just the general broad passing, kind of just seeing the selection. Very large store. Have a lot of wine, tequila, gin, you name it. May have actually made this pass twice. Just trying to kind of, luckily it kind of thinned out a little bit. I had to go over on one side and come back, and just like the people that were there were super aggressive. This is all the Memphis stuff, by the way. And this is another little place where they have the Buffalo Trace products and some of the others in the 1792. I will definitely be back. All right. Well, this is my haul from my bourbon hunt at Buster's. I got the Evan Williams Bottled and Bond. I've not tried it. It was a little bottle. I thought, oh, I'll give it a shot. This Blue Note is made here in town in Memphis. It's 121.8 proof. It's number 3 ppl, number 3. Heard a lot of good things about Blue Note, and this was a store pick. So actually, it's a barrel pick of theirs. So, and then I was talking to Matt from Whiskey Wisdom and Vic. They were all like, Lucky 7. Someone else asked me. I think it was a bourbon hunter. Said you better get that Lucky 7. They don't make the holiday toast anymore. So I got it. I paid $79 for the Lucky 7 and $44 for the Blue Note, and just $6 for the Bottled and Bond. So I would say a successful hunt. Hey, if you have a chance and if you can, subscribe. I'm at 68 subscribers, trying to get to maybe 75 or 100. Who knows? But cheers, or Slán Java.